Oh,
Yeah.
holy. We go. Up, push back, slide. Yeah. Shimmy. Shimmy.
Almost there. A little more,
Stop. Yeah! Let's go, baby!
We're thinking it's 1,000 pounds. That's not 1,000 pounds. That's 2,000 pounds easy. Plus the metal rack right there, that's way more than 2,000 pounds. It is heavy, everybody. But we got it done.
Now that it was fully secured, we can start cooking. But first, we needed some seasoning. And for that, we started with some Worcestershire sauce so that the rub was thick. And I decided to use my rub, Guga's rub. I'll be honest with you, it is the most amount I've ever used in my life. This is a huge piece of meat, and we gotta make sure to season it properly. And I loved how he immediately started changing color on the bison. Because if there's one thing this rub will do, is to make it taste real good. The key now was to put the wheel of pain to work. This contraption is insane. To explain a little bit more how it works, here's John.
What inspired you to build this? This is insane.
Well, it's a really long story. It goes like this. We were drinking some beer, watching Conan, you know, with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yes, sir.
And that movie starts with him pushing the wheel of pain. And I've always wanted to roast a bison, and we thought, man, we should build our own, but put a little spit on it so it turns it like a Costco chicken, you know?
Let's just say this is as cool as it gets. Made completely out of wood, steel, and ingenuity. This machine is basically a huge rotisserie style chicken, but as you can clearly see, made for a bison. I would say that the biggest challenge here is for it not to break it down, because trust me, we had one of those.
I just want everybody to know, my weld held on this, but the steel actually broke. That's how heavy this thing is.
However, John and his team quickly fixed it up. The last thing we want is for thousands of pounds to go on the floor. Once everything was fixed up, the important thing was to roast the bison nice and slow. Remember, this is for our veterans. It must not only be edible, it needs to taste good. And after pushing this wheel for quite some time, I was hoping that Chef Rush forgot that I arrived late. Boy, was I wrong.
Guga, remember you came late, right?
Yes, sir.
Hey, everybody else out. Just Guga here. What? Keep going.
No problem, chef.
You know what? I got something better for you. Stop that. Get over here. 23, 24, 25. All right, recover.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you're forgiven. We got work to do. They need us. Let's go.
Let's go, chef.
Once the punishment was over and after about 10 hours of roasting, I knew it wouldn't be done on time, so I came up with a second plan.
So the plan was just to cook it as a rotisserie, but it's such a big, huge piece of meat. We want to cook this properly to give to all the veterans. So here's what we're gonna do. Right now, we're putting a crust, a nice, wonderful crust to be crackly, delicious, Maillard reaction goodness. Then we're gonna quarter it and cook everything to perfection. That way we can focus in individual pieces of meat to make sure that they're cooked perfectly.
Just as you would imagine, taking it down is as hard as putting it up. The biggest issue was that everything was now hot, really hot. But using manpower and machine, we successfully achieved the task. Next up was to slice everything into smaller pieces and cook everything to perfection. For a big animal like this is the best way to do it. However, we all know Chef Rush is the muscle, and he said that he doesn't even need a knife. This man is a beast. But once everything was cooked perfectly, it was time to portion it and take it to the veterans.
This is the best part of the video, and I think the most rewarding, where we're gonna pack up everything for the veterans. Thank you for inviting me, Chef Rush.
No, absolute pleasure. A great experience, great opportunity, great people. And John, you are absolutely amazing. Your team did an amazing job.
Hey, thank you guys too.
But again, John, this experience was amazing. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you guys again.